Your screen's dead, fam. I like a bigger screen. Like, hey, nah. This is all I'm going to see. Is technology is something special. Hey, Before we get into the install, the car definitely needs a little cleaning. As you might have noticed on Instagram, you've got loads of people that have just turned into detailers, myself included. Not a detailer, let me not knock any detailers out there because I'm nowhere near that level. But yeah, Dual Auto Care, big shout out to them. They hooked me up with 4 little products here. So we've got some shampoo, which is obviously going to be a couple spoonfuls of that. We've got some iron fallout remover, which is good because it's going to be getting rid of that brake dust and any iron that would have embedded itself on the paintwork. And we've also got some interior detailer, satin, and Engage snow foam. And we all love a snow foam, you know, make it look all foamy and that. So yeah, these products are all obviously, oops, laptop's still going off. Something else that Lee Turner actually, he's obviously hooked me up with these products, but he said for me to sniff them, because obviously not inhale them, but just to give them a little sniff, you know what I mean? Give them a little sniff. So I'm going to give them a little sniff, yeah? I'm going to see how it smells. Give me 1 second. Hey, nah. Toxin. I don't think this is gonna. I don't think toxin's gonna smell nice, boy. Me. Yeah, don't listen. When you spray on toxin, I guess any iron fallout remover, duck out like. But in terms of these two, boy. Nah, totally joking. Video, as you probably saw from the intro, we are upgrading the iDrive. So the iDrive screen, not the iDrive, we might do the iDrive screen is the 6.5 one, and on business nav this is what you get. You don't get the big wide one as you do with Pro Nav, along with other features such as opportunity to do Apple CarPlay, I don't know, just a bigger screen. But most people just retrofit, and that's what I'm about to do, because I just thought, like, the screen's okay, don't get me wrong, I'm content, but I like a bigger screen. Like, you can pick these up off eBay for about 200-300 quid if you get a good quality one, like a nice without any scratches, for about 200 quid. And I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna go down the route of video. I don't think I will. It's not something that I do, but if I did, at least I know I'm halfway there. But you can literally just upgrade the screen and you're good to go. Obviously, you can't just fit it and expect it to work. It has to be coded. So for that, we're going to be working with defined coding. So big shout out to a man like Carl. I'll leave all his information down below in the description as well. But yeah, the first one I'm going to do, I'm going to get to the install, and then we're going to obviously have a mobile remote coding. It's like he can do it from, I don't know what country he's from, but he could do it from Scandinavia. Like, we doesn't have to be in the UK. So literally, I just need to fit that, get my laptop, which is a Mac, but you can use a program to get on the Windows, and then he can literally remote code it from where he is. So also check out his website. There's loads. So you can do like video in motion. You can code it so your displays changes. I don't know, just check the website. There's so much the geezer can do. But yeah, let me get straight into the install, because literally I've had enough. Like my dad gets in the car sometime and he's like, look at the size of the screen, and like a few mates have got in and they're like, mate, why is it? I've just had enough, like, of people always having things to say. Like, if it's not like one thing, it's the other. Like, why is the screens? Why don't you change the settings so you get a bigger screen? Your screen's dead, fam. You know, my sister's smart car's got a bigger one than that, innit? Where you going, man? Hey, you lot are deep, man. You lot got, man, like. Okay, so the first thing you want to do before you go playing with any electronics is remove the negative cable. So this bolt here, you just want to remove that. It's 10mm, loosen it out, put it to the side so it doesn't touch the terminal, and reconnect so you don't fry your ECU or anything. And then once you do that, make sure you get a microfiber cloth and stick it on this bit here. So then if you do close the boot by accident, you're going to still be able to open the boot because it won't lock fully, if you get my drift. But yeah. Alright, so with all of that done, the next thing you want to do is just start prying at this trim here, because you've got two bolts, screws, whatever you want to call them, that kind of hold this screen in. So I like to work in this little corner here. Probably going to need two hands for that, but if I use a bit of elbow grease, a little bit of welly, you can see there we go, that is already loose. So with that done, then just work across. You don't want to pry from that end because that end's a bit more flimsy, but you can see already, having done that, I can kind of lift it forward. So I'm probably going to use two hands to make sure I don't break anything, because that is nice and loose already. Alright, with that done, you probably don't have to kind of remove this plug, which is going to be for your hazard lights and your lock button, but if you can, ever so gently, just rest it up against the trim. Bearing in mind this trim is black. I'm probably gonna, I might wrap this, I'm not too sure. If you've watched another video, I don't know if that video's gone live or not, but there's going to be a little change in this interior as well. But moving on swiftly, there's two Torx bits that are holding this screen in. It's a T20 screw. Just whiz that out. Be careful you don't drop your drill bit in there, because if you do, you're going to be not very happy. And also mind you don't scratch that piano black trim, because that is a bummer to clean when it comes to fingerprints. There we go, that one came out a lot easier. So with the screen out, you kind of can give it some space to just spin it around, and that'll give you a bit more space behind it to remove the cable. There's a little plug on the back. I don't know how well you guys can see, but there's a plug on the back. Can I rotate it that way? Yeah, so there's a, I don't know. There's a plug just here, and that needs to come out. So it needs to be pressed in and pulled away. But obviously if it doesn't come out, you might have to get like a little flathead screwdriver just to give it some convincing, just to play ball, because sometimes these things tend to act up, you know. You don't want to try and act tough. But yeah, just persuade it out and then we're good to go. Woo! That would have been a good video. So yeah, give this one a little clean, stick it on eBay, someone can buy it and put it in their smart car, whatever. Let this one come out, that plugs in, and then we're going to line that up all snug, lovely fit. Guys, I'm going to leave the item number or the serial number for this one as well, because there are different types. You can have some that have got a different back and it doesn't fit, but mine's a 2018 onwards model, so it has like a rounded back instead of like the angular, the curved back. I'll show you in like overlay or whatever. But yeah, let me just whiz those two screws back in, and then we'll give the fan coding a phone call. Alright, so all set up, we've got the OBD connected, we've got the Ethernet all plugged into the computer. With this being a Mac, I had to get an adapter, but if you have a Windows computer, you can plug that straight in, download the program that's going to allow Carl to connect remotely, and then you're good to go. What I'm going to do actually, I'm going to give him a call now. Obviously I can't use the iDrive because it's not going to work, but yeah, let me just give him a call now. Yes, big man, I'm calling you now. It's live, you're on YouTube. Welcome to the channel.
How's it going, Tim?
Yeah, not bad. So yeah, got all the cable that you sent, so big thanks for that. Screen has been installed. Obviously I took the battery connector off before installing it to make sure that nothing went wrong, but yeah, obviously it's not on now because obviously I can't just plug and play. It needs to be coded by you. So what are we doing? But what else do you offer actually? Tell me a bit about the company. Tell everyone a bit about the company.
So here at Define Coding, we offer a variety of coding services, from anything to retrofits to Bmw'S remaps. You know, we cover various bases with anything really you want to do to help modify or enhance the features within your vehicle. You know, as you've probably seen on our website, we do offer various coding packages again, which include a long list of features, probably longer than the length of your car, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. I've had a look as well, so we'll probably be doing another video at some point, actually, with you coming down, actually, or me coming up to you, whatever, getting some coding bits done. But for today, we're just going to be installing the screen. I've said already, it can be done remotely. Some of your coding, or most of your coding, can be done remotely, or?
Yes, so all of our services are actually available remotely.
Okay.
We tend to provide some of our clients with whatever they need. So usually it's just an OBD unit cable like the one you received.
Yep.
We then sort of set up a remote session with them to connect to their laptop, and we sort of run through anything they desire. So anything from the firmware flashes, which we'll be doing for you, and some other sort of various coding features in the future, to what you're getting done today, which is a retrofit screen, which just needs some variables coding into the head unit.
Wicked, wicked. All right, so for the sake of the video, I think I've already said it, but I'll say it anyway. Your VIN number does show, so for that reason, I won't be showing like the program or whatnot. But yeah, we'll get straight into the coding, and I might put a bit of B-roll of whatever's going on, because if the screen flashes, it might look cool, like a Matrix sort of thing. But yeah, catch up with you guys in a bit. Wait, this is freaking me out. So literally, I'm just here talking to Carl. Like, we're still on the phone, guys. Like you can see here, 4 minutes 50. We're still talking, and he's just doing stuff on my computer. This technology, this is all I'm going to see. Is technology is something special. Hey, and look, he's just doing stuff. I'm not pressing nothing, guys. So wait, so I could literally go shop and come back, and you could just be coding this car, right?
Yeah, well, most people actually, we tend to sort of advise them if they're busy, feel free to carry on like normal.
Yeah.
And we just give them a call when we're done, and yeah, we sort of run through anything they need to know. But yeah, it's as easy as that.
Yeah, man, that just freaked me out. We were just talking. Next thing I know, my screen's moving. I'm like, Kai, what is this?
A few moments later.
Okay, so the install has been done. Let me just punch that on. And as you can see, we are wicked. We are looking exquisitely lovely. Let me just make sure you can't find my address, so it's stalkers and that. But yeah, like literally, I'm buzzing with this. I'm absolutely buzzing. So, whoops, cheese and bread. Big shout out to Carl. Like, he's hooked me up nicely, guys. So definitely, if you are interested, Carl's your guy. Like, I'll leave all these links in the description and whatnot. I've also got split screen, which is really cool. So say if I was using the nav, which I do tend to use sometimes over Waze for some reason, but say if I'm using the nav over here, you can see if I flick to the right, I also have an option to choose whatever I want on there, whether it's my computer, whether it's the radio, so you can see listening to a bit of getting jiggy with it, as you know, getting jiggy with it, my friend. But yeah, guys, literally, it's the one. And like I said, buy it off eBay. You can get the parts. Again, I'll leave the specific part number. This is a 2018 model. You can kind of tell with this design here, it's the LCI 2. I think it's the LCI 2. And obviously it's got the black and white screens. I do still have business nav, so I might at some point change it just for Apple CarPlay. But for now, this is giving me a lot more, like, I don't know, just, it looks a lot better, like with obviously the map and the split screen, and it's just a bigger screen. So then if I am in the car and I decide to flick sports mode on or whatever, and it's just like, boom, I'm happy. You can obviously take it off if you want. Just scroll to the top, take it off, and then you've got the full screen. It's also, let me just turn that on. He's also changed the dial, so if you see our rev, we've got a different, I don't want to rev too much because of the REMUS, you know what I'm saying, because of the REMUS, but yeah, he's changed quite a bit, and I'll go into detail probably in another video, but we're going to be meeting up with Carl soon anyway to do a bit more coding. But yes, guys, that is the video. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. God bless.
Get down.